10 best places to visit in Germany. Here are a few of the top destinations in Germany, ranging from bustling metropolises to enchanted villages, undulating valleys to picturesque lakeside getaways. Selecting where to go on your next holiday is difficult because there is such a wide variety of locations to see in Germany. The nation is home to many UNESCO World Heritage Sites, thriving cities, and charming forests and castles out of fairy tales. Thus, these are just a handful of the top destinations in Germany to help you narrow down your options. Number 10. Berlin, the hipster capital. Germany's capital is a lively and exciting place to be if you like fashion, music, art, or design. There are lots of entertaining things to do in Berlin, and the city is full of magnificent architecture. You won't be short of options if you want to explore the city's hip restaurant and bar scene, haggle at the several flea markets, or satisfy your need for culture at one of the many museums and art galleries. Naturally, Berlin is also home to several significant historical landmarks and sites. These consist of the Jewish Museum, Checkpoint Charlie, the Brandenburg Gate, and the Berlin Wall. Number 9. 1,000 fairy tales were inspired by the Black Forest. You probably have heard a few Brothers Grimm fairy tales when you were little. Why not take a trip to the enchanted realm that is said to have inspired tales like Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, and Sleeping Beauty? The Black Forest, located in southwest Germany and bordering France, is 11,100 square kilometers of breathtakingly beautiful natural area. Take a stroll, a bike ride, or a horseback ride to experience the beauty of nature in this area, which is renowned for its thick, evergreen woods, lakes, and waterfalls. There are also several charming villages in the area. Among these is the well-known thermal spa town of Baden-Baden, which has a history spanning over 2,000 years. The Romans visited these medicinal thermal springs back then to take a bath. At the turn of the 19th century, they later developed into the wealthy class's summer capital in Europe. For today's guests, the mineral-rich waters still bubble up from 12 hot springs. If you choose to climb the 1,493-meter-tall Feldberg, the highest mountain in Germany outside of the Alps, you may also need to take some time to recuperate after your exertions. Number 8. The actual Castle of Sleeping Beauty, Schloss Neuschwanstein. About Sleeping Beauty, Walt Disney drew inspiration for the Disneyland Palace from a stunningly gorgeous castle located in Germany. The gem in the crown of Europe's fairy tale castles, Schloss Neuschwanstein is tucked away in the highlands of the Bavarian Alps and is one of the most visited sites in Germany. Ludwig II of Bavaria commissioned the magnificent castle in 1869 solely for his enjoyment. It is well known for its graceful spires that rise from the tops of the trees. No matter how old you are, exploring the magnificent castle will probably let your imagination run wild, especially when you come to a mystical grotto and a throne room with a massive chandelier in the style of a crown. The good news is that you can always board a charming horse-drawn carriage and ride to the top if you don't feel like laboring for half an hour to get there. That's the royal treatment, how about that? You're welcome to explore the opulent Schloss Hohenschwangau, Neues Schloss Herrenchiemsee, and the Schloss Linderhof, 3 more of King Ludwig's Bavarian castles. Number 7. Cologne, the city with a renowned cathedral, beer, and chocolate. The iconic Kölner Dom, the pinnacle of Gothic architecture, dominates the skyline of the city. The Ottonian Jarrow Cross, the oldest large sculpture of the crucified Christ north of the Alps, is also housed within the towering UNESCO World Heritage Site. Beyond this magnificent structure, however, the city is brimming with excellent dining options, bars, museums, and most crucially, chocolate. The Chocolate Museum in Cologne is a must-visit if you have a severe sweet craving. 9 display rooms in this 4,000 square meter chocolate wonderland tell you everything there is to know about the history and culture of chocolate, which dates back 3,000 years to the Mayans and Aztecs. There are 2,000 displays to view, and one of them is a 3-meter-tall chocolate fountain where waffles can be dipped. The panoramic window spanning 30 meters overlooks the Rhine, providing a breathtaking view from the museum cafe. However, there are several brewery tours and tastings available if you're a fan of German beer. This is the place to enjoy Kolsch, the crown jewel of local beers. Additionally, don't miss the brewery taverns in the Old Quarter, where servers replenish glasses until you indicate that you can't have any more by placing a beer mat over the top. Additionally, you should be aware that this festival isn't named the Crazy Days for nothing if you happen to visit Cologne during the carnival celebrations. Number 6. Bayreuth, renowned for its beer, museum, records, and opera. Bayreuth in northern Bavaria is home to the renowned Richard Wagner Festival each year. The well-attended celebration, which honors the German-born composer, turns the town into a destination for lovers of opera. Even if you're not a fan of opera, the opulent decor of the 18th century Margravial Opera House is enough to wow you. This Baroque theater building marvel is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are 500 seats available, and people frequently visit to enjoy real Baroque court opera. In addition to this magnificent structure, Bayreuth is known for its rich history and culture. Its wide range of cultural attractions demonstrates this. These encompass about 24 museums and establishments, in addition to other locations of impressive historical edifices and castles connected to the Margraves of Bayreuth. Number 5. A wine lover's dream come true is the Upper Middle Rhine Valley. The Upper Rhine Valley, which spans France, Germany, and Switzerland, presents the best that these three nations have to offer. Beautiful terraced vineyards, charming old towns, and majestic hilltop castles can all be found across the area, which is why UNESCO designated a portion of it as a World Heritage Site in 2002. It's easy to understand why so many poets, artists, and composers have drawn inspiration from the Rhine's natural settings during the past 200 years. In addition to being the site of folklore, the Upper Middle Rhine Valley includes 500 hectares of steep vineyard slopes that produce some of the best Rieslings in Germany. When sipping a glass of Weißwein and taking in the gorgeous vistas, wine enthusiasts will undoubtedly be in heaven. All price ranges of hotels are available, and the area offers a wide variety of winery excursions and sampling experiences. Number 4. Munich is the location of Oktoberfest, the largest beer festival in the world. Munich, the capital of Bavaria, is without a doubt one of the most multicultural cities in all of Germany. Munich has a plethora of bars, restaurants, beer gardens, museums, and churches. Oktoberfest, the largest beer festival in the world, is held in the city every autumn and is what makes it famous. Over 6 million people attend the 16 to 18-day event, which has a packed schedule of activities, live music, attractions, and of course, Lederhosen in Munich. But because of the festival's enormous popularity, reservations must be made well in advance as Munich becomes one of the most sought-after destinations in Germany during this period. Number 3. Lake Constance, a picturesque entry point into the Alps. Lake Constance, which borders Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, is still one of the most well-liked vacation spots in Germany, and for good reason. Its unique appeal is found in its adaptability, which provides something for every taste. The islands and the nature areas offer a wealth of variation for those who enjoy the outdoors. Culturally inclined people, on the other hand, will find a lot to see in the lakeside towns of Friedrichshafen, Lindau, Berlingen, and Constance. There's also lots to discover in the immediate vicinity, such as impressively restored stone and Bronze Age homes in Fallbauten, as well as Baroque churches and castles. If that's not enough, visiting Lake Constance is worthwhile only for the opportunity to see the Alps from its coastline. Number 2. The idyllic German fairy tale town of Rothenberg ob der Tauber. When you visit the idyllic German village of Rothenberg ob der Tauber, you can feel as though you've walked into the pages of your favorite fairy tale from childhood. Situated along the well-traveled romantic road in the Franconia area of Bavaria, the town is renowned for its breathtaking examples of medieval architecture. The old town, which faces the Tauber River, has cobblestone streets with half-timbered homes lining them. You may find churches, old medieval museums, and several intact gatehouses and towers as you meander through this picturesque area and along the town walls. Number 1. The highest mountain in Germany, the Zugspitze. Traveling to the spectacular Zugspitze mountain will undoubtedly give you a taste of what it's like to be on top of the world, or at least Germany. With a top elevation of 2,962 meters, this mountain is Germany's highest, straddling the border between Austria and Germany. Situated amidst precipitous valleys, the vista from the summit encapsulates over 400 mountains dispersed throughout the nations. Climbing the mountain is worthwhile, and fortunately, there are 2 ways to accomplish this. There are 2 options. Use the mountain railway Bayerische Zugspitzbahn or board one of the 3 cable cars. The latter travels to the Zugspitzplatte Glacier Station from the Garmisch-Zugspitzbahnhof, making stops at intermediate stations along the route. In the meantime, it only takes 10 minutes for guests to reach the summit by the world record-breaking cable car. Once at the summit, you can eat at one of the 3 restaurants situated at various stations and take in the breathtaking 360-degree views. Zugspitze is also a fantastic choice if you're in the mood for a winter getaway and some action on the slopes, as there are many ski resorts in the area. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.